Putting it all together, I'm going to show you how to use inversions to make the chord progressions that you play easier so you don't have to jump around so much. So let's start off with a 2-5-1 in C. So I'm going to play a C major 6. I have the root, the 6th, the 3rd. And then I'm going to play D minor 7, again, root, 7th, and minor 3rd. And then instead of jumping down here to get to the G7, I'm just going to play a second inversion. So now I have the 5th, the 3rd, and the 7th right there. And then back to the C major 6. Makes it so much easier. You can also create fun little bass lines. So let's say if I'm going from a C to an F, root position, second inversion, now I'm to the F. Okay, that's much nicer than just sitting on the C and then going to F, right? You know, much prettier, much more compelling. You can also create fun little passing chords. So if I'm going to again do a a C major to a 2, 5, and back to 1, I can go to a first inversion and then just walk that down to the 2. You know, that sounds really nice. And then to the 5 and back to the 1. Now technically you're playing an E flat diminished there, but I just think of it as the passing notes, double passing notes. Okay, you can do the same. You can walk up to the 2, and now you have all these smooth, very well voice-led, you know, chords. Let's take All of Me. So the first chord of All of Me is a C major 7. It goes to E7, so instead of going up there or down there, we're just going to do a second inversion E7 right there. Then it goes to A7, then D7, or I can move that 5th over there. It goes to E7, I can play that, or I can play that, back to A minor 6, then to D7, which is actually the same chord as a second inversion and D7. So I can go here, or I can just keep it there. G7, I can play a C here, I can play it here, I can play it here, I can play it back there, you know, wherever I want. So being able to use these chords and switch the inversions around so that the configuration allows you to play very musical lines. Something that you just have to work on. You just have to take a chart and you just have to work your way through it and figure out how am I going to play these chords in the smoothest way possible. And you'll start to notice certain patterns, certain cliches that you can kind of put a mental, you know, pin in and pull out anytime you want when you come to it on another chart. So you just have to take these shell voicings and work them. A lot of work.